Every hometown has its hidden heat, and we're here to turn it up. I'm Chef Chris Banks, head chef at the heart of Hometown Heat. Born and raised in the Midwest, fired up by flavor and proud of what we're cooking up right here at home. But we're not the only ones bringing the heat. That's why we're opening our doors and inviting the best from block to block, town to town, hitting the road and exploring the best. Got a story to tell? A dish to drop? Let us cook side by side and show everyone what we're made of. Welcome to Hometown Heat, where the heart of the kitchen meets the soul of the community. I'm Chef Chris Banks, and today we're at my restaurant, The Turn in Marion, Illinois, located at Cocobelly Golf Course. A little bit about The Turn, a little bit of history of The Turn. 75-seat restaurant, which features an extensive menu from casual to fine dining. Our banquet space could have a large gathering, party, or just a get-together for any occasion. For instance, the other night we had a large party of over 150 people. We prepared steak medallions with a mushroom gravy, a lemon chicken piccata, mashed potatoes, and to die for pasta primavera. It's a lot of hard work built in one day, but we definitely bring the heat. Many ask what goes into the process of a large event like this. Early mornings, a lot of prep, mental preparation, and just plain execution. We fed over 150, so we had to start kind of early. Loading up our warmers, all hands on deck, smiles in the kitchen, just doing our thing. So every party has a little bit of different vibe to it. This party the other day started with a appetizer selection. We did a giant charcuterie table, which is always fun. You get to cut up and decorate and all sorts of things. Different finger foods, hors d'oeuvres of any sort. Our menu is a very large variety of different things, and also we just cater to your liking. During a large event, we do have an event staff. I'm very normally involved with that event staff, from delivering food, setting up shapers, making sure everything is hot and piping for the buffet lines to go. And we also do many plated dinners as well, where that team in the back kind of just comes up as a makeshift kitchen as its own, and we do it from there as well. Not to mention, along with that large party and event, we also had a full dining room at the same time. So my kitchen staff and team, led by my sous chef, definitely brought the heat.
Brisket. Gotta have some brisket, man. Can't go wrong with no brisket.
We had over 75 people, along with 150 people at the buffet, to feed in the timely manner of, 30 minutes. It was prom.
Gotta love prom night. Bunch of fettuccine.
As the orders come in from the dining room, the process is normally, the sous chef or line cooks will gather the information, communicate with each other, start firing different plates, and that all has to be choreographed by somebody. Once I get into that stage, I'm on the other line instructing, kind of just like a band instructor almost. Like, you just got to keep hitting this side to this side for all the time to come up, and it definitely doesn't always go as well as planned, but sometimes it works out perfection. With a menu and a variety of things that we have here, from fried appetizers to charbroiled steaks to seafood, everything has a time, everything has a preparation. We serve some of the finest burgers and quality beef in this area. I'm very proud of what we have here. My favorite part about our kitchen is our grill. You'll never know what we'll have on it. From burgers, pork chops, maybe salmon, even lobster. Everything has to be prepared together in an organized manner, and it's sometimes controlled chaos. It isn't all the time that three guys get to work together. In tonight's case, we were firing on all cylinders. Led by a great sous chef and a great grill guy, we all work together to get everything done. As soon as a ticket is received, communication is nonstop. When I set up the kitchen at The Turn, I designed it around a three-man line. So basically, you have a fryer, you have a grill person, and then you have a middleman. The middleman is responsible for coordinating all the tickets coming in. His communication to the fry side, to the grill side, when to fire, when not to fire.
Need to have 2 more tenders working. Locked out another burger down.
That communication is given back to the expo, which is now majority my role when I'm not day-to-day planning and prepping for other events. The controlled chaos part of this whole thing is whenever you can dance around each other, help each other out. If someone's down or backed up, somebody else can bail you out. So it definitely just takes great communication and practice. During like large events and banquets that we have, we do have an event staff. The event staff is primarily the event coordinator, some servers, maybe an event bartender, depending on the party. My role, normally the kitchen role, is to provide the food. But again, any hole that we see that needs to be filled, we fill the hole, because at the end of the day, it's about the guest. When the kitchen sells a ticket and prepares a table's order, the expediter arranges all the plates in order from the seats that the server had. So if there's 6 people at a table, the tickets will say, you know, number 1 through 6 on what they have. So our job on the expo side to make sure it's perfect before it goes out is to arrange all the plates in that order, throw on final touches. The parsley, I always call it the green stuff. Every plate becomes a little bit more expensive with a little dash of parsley. Growing up in the food industry, from diners and dives to casual to fine dining, there's always somebody that has a niche about something. And for me, it's about plate presentation. And I always want to put on a little bit of that green stuff before you go out the door to ensure that all the plates are ready to go, knife in all the sandwiches or the steaks, and then ready for the server to deliver. So we just kind of give them a, hey, you're up, and then here they come. Let me tell you how I got to the turn. Many years ago, I started as a dishwasher in a fine dining restaurant. Dishwashing wasn't the greatest job, but I got to see a little bit of all of it. Shortly after, I decided that cooking is something that I really wanted to do, even though I've been doing it my whole life, starting with my grandma at 3 years old. From that fine dining establishment to a more casual dining experience, I learned even more things. And after that, it was time for me to try to go out on my own. So I opened my first mom and pop with my lovely wife. Now, that wasn't the easiest time of my life. It wasn't the hardest either. When I first got the phone call, the turn, and I came up here, I didn't know what to expect because Kokopelli had ups and downs, and I've been in the food industry for a while, so I kind of seen what was happening. So I didn't know how that was going to affect my career. However, when I walked in the doors and I seen what they had done to the place, I literally fell in love with it at first sight. I had no nerves about the menu. The kitchen didn't bother me at all. It was, how am I going to be able to showcase myself in this aspect, in this time of my career? It was a lot to handle at first, but I had one thing I had to say, and I gave myself an ultimatum, and I told myself I had to bring the heat. So today, and every day since, that's what I do. Create a menu full of diner food, messy food, elegant food, and the rest is history. I talk a lot about bringing the heat. Let me show you how it's done. Hey, welcome to the kitchen. It's Cinco de Mayo. We're gonna make some steak tacos. I marinated some beef, some garlic, and some chili peppers. We're gonna throw those down in this skillet. Best part about Cinco de Mayo is my birthday. Party every year. So the marinating process, about 24 hours in the chili peppers and the garlic sauce, and then we're just going to get this real high heat. We're just going to put a sear on the outside. It's going to cook through, and then we're going to throw it on some tortilla shells. I've got a corn pico de gallo, and the rest is, you know, it's all in the taste buds. Got some fresh lemons, chili verde sauce. We're gonna have a party tonight. I just learned that we're gonna have a few couple, 10, 20 coming out to see me, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully a full house, you know, that's what we like to do. We open those doors, we wanna sit the seats. You can see the marinade is just sizzling and coating the steak, so this is gonna be nice and tender. It's gonna be great. So I'll have about 3 guys in the kitchen tonight. My grill guy, that you've met at previous occasions will be here. A couple other guys, and then, like I said, we've got a street taco special and got some margarita drink specials, and so it's gonna be a nice little time. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and take this steak. I've got my tortilla shells already ready. Steak is ready. Obviously it's personal choice on how much you like. We're just gonna load them up here. Now you can do anything with this. You can do onions, cilantro for an original steak taco or street taco. You might have something else at your house or in your kitchen that you love to do, maybe a little bit of cheese. I like a little bit of queso. Today I've prepared a little chili verde. It's got a little kick to it, kind of sweet, kind of spicy. And then a homemade corn pico de gallo with the cilantro and the onions, some red pepper. And there's steak tacos for Cinco de Mayo. So we'll probably serve these with some queso and some chips. So you'll be able to dunk it in your queso or put that on there. And I love the little bit of chili verde sauce that I put on there inside. So it's going to give it a little bit of heat to it with the sweetness of the corn. It's going to be a great bite. The taco has expanded across the region. We have American Mexican style, we have Tex-Mexican style. I just think you put it on a tortilla shell, throw it together, it's a taco, you know what I'm saying? You've been in my kitchen, you watched us bring the heat, and I hope you enjoyed the tacos. Now, I want to come to your kitchen. It could be fine dining, it could be mom and pop, it could be a food truck, it could be a hole in the wall. If you're bringing the heat, we want you in this seat. And that's what we call hometown heat. If you have a story, a dish, or a place in your hometown cooking up the heat, we want to hear from you. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, bring the heat.